Hi, I'm David Dolan. Welcome to tonight's business presentation broadcast on the Excelovision Satellite Network. We're glad you could join us.
And I'm Melanie Hanna. Thanks for tuning in. We have a terrific show for you tonight, so let's get started.
Our business presentation was taped recently on an Excelovision trip to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It features a team presentation by Excel Executive Directors Ken and Melinda Stahl. The Stahls have crafted a unique way to deliver their Excel message by each sharing one part of the opportunity with the audience and then coming back together for their close. It makes for an exciting presentation that's fun to watch. We know you'll enjoy it. And again, thanks for joining us tonight. And if you have any questions when the presentation is over, please don't hesitate to ask the representative who showed you this program. They have all the answers you need, and we hope you'll soon be joining the Excel team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're Ken and Melinda Stahl. We are independent representatives with Excel Telecommunications based out of Dallas, Texas. We have been given the opportunity to share with you tonight what we believe to be the perfect business.
In fact, we're going to share some information with you this evening about the fastest growing long-distance company in the fastest growing industry in the world, specifically the long-distance portion of the telecommunications industry.
But before we get into that, let me take a minute. There's a lot of new people here, and you don't know us. I'd like to share a little of our background with you. And it's kind of interesting with what's happening in the news today right now. But for 20 years, I was a pilot with America's flag carrier. Melinda was a flight attendant. I'm not allowed to say stewardess, flight attendant. But you know,
I don't let him do that.
Something happened that's typical with most of us. And I retired in Pan Am in 1985, and I thought I was really blessed. We had a nice home in Ocala Ranch and had an airplane and my own runway. But something happened in 1991 that a lot of you are familiar with, and there's some Pan Am people here tonight that can relate to this, and a lot of other companies. We have a brand of pilot here tonight. Pan Am went bankrupt with a little help of their friends. And so I lost a lot of my retirement and had to find ways to start over again to earn an income. And that's what led us to Excel, because I've been involved in a lot of different businesses. You know, I'd go on and on. Melinda says, don't do that anymore. But I've tried everything. If there was a way to make an income, I tried it. And I had the fortunate situation to meet Dr. Campion, whom you're going to get to hear, invited us to look at the Excel opportunity. And like most people, I wasn't really excited. How many people just couldn't resist coming to an Excel meeting? Said, please call me, please take me, right? Well, I was pretty reluctant. I was very hesitant, too. And then finally, Dr. Campion said to me one day, he says, Ken, you're intelligent. Told him, come and look at this business. You decide. And it's just been that exciting, that opportunity. And we're so thankful. I thank him every opportunity that I get to do this. And we just love Excel.
My turn?
Melinda's turn. She's going to share the opportunity with you, and I get to show you what's in it for you.
Great. Thank you. Well, actually, when you think about Excel, and Ken says we were all just dying to come to our first Excel meeting, I didn't want to go to my first Excel meeting. In fact, my husband had to bribe me to go to our first meeting. The last place I wanted to be was going to see a presentation about some company that I had never heard of. And I told Ken, I said, it doesn't matter what it is, we're not going to do it. And it doesn't matter, don't take the checkbook. Whatever you do, don't take the checkbook. You know? So we're fortunate because it was Dr. Campion's meeting, and there was a man named Jim Boyd doing the presentation, who many of you know. And he did a marvelous job. And Ken was sitting on the edge of his seat, and Ken tells me, he says, this is it. This is the one we've been looking for. I said, right, Ken, right. This is the one we've been looking for. And he started working Excel. I mean, he went 100 miles an hour, really making the business work. And I said, okay, I'll support you, because there's this little voice in the back of your head, in the back of your mind, thinking, what if this is the one? So I have to support him, right? And so pretty soon, Ken's working the business, doing a great job, and these things start coming in the mail. Instead of saying, due upon receipt, they say, pay to the order of. Now, I don't know about you ladies, but I take a lot of interest in a check that comes in the mail that says pay to the order of, and believe me, I can figure out what to do with it. And pretty soon, more of those started coming, and more, and I thought, my goodness, I think I need to take a look at this. So I went to my husband, and I said, you know, okay, Ken, this is it. This is the one, and we're now going to start working our Excel business. And after 2.5 months in Excel, we went full-time. We have not been sorry for one moment, because this has been the most blessed business. Excel is truly blessed by God, and we absolutely love what we do, and there's not been a day we've been sorry for it. What I want to do this evening is share with you answers to 5 very important questions. First of all, what is the telecommunications industry like? Where does Excel fit into that industry? And one of my favorites, like yours, Dorothy, where do we fit into both? Where do you fit into both? Can you do it? What's in it for you? And then how do you get started? The long-distance portion of the telecommunications industry is a $100 billion industry. This is an industry that has done nothing but grow since the day Alexander Graham Bell made that first telephone call. It has never had a down quarter. In fact, this is an industry that is growing at an astounding rate of $500 million. That is $500 million per month. Can you imagine that? Having just a little piece of that pie. Absolutely incredible. Excel targets two portions of the long-distance industry. First of all, your Dial 1 residential. These are people just like you and me, people who call their friends and family. Second, we target that small to mid-sized business, those people who have $500 or less in long distance each month. Again, these are people just like you and me. Excel is a solid professional corporation with a top management team. Our president, Kenny Trout, started Excel in 1988 in Dallas, Texas, and today we have tens of thousands of representatives, just like all of us, all over the United States. We are a national corporation. Excel offers the highest quality service. We offer that service at competitive rates. We're going to show you how you can earn immediate cash income, how you can make that immediate cash income turn into a serious income, and then we're going to show you how you can make long-term residual income. This is the opportunity to do something one time, what you do today, and continue to get paid for it again and again and again for the work that you do today. This is just like that little Energizer rabbit. You guys remember that commercial? I guess it's still on. That little Energizer rabbit, he just keeps going and going and going. Isn't that what our business does? It's really great. Absolutely. On and on and on. Now, this chart is what happens when you make a long-distance call. What it really says is that for our customer, absolutely nothing changes about the way they place a call. Your customer, you or your Excel customer, you pick up the phone, you dial 1, the area code and the number. That call travels through your local exchange carrier, through Excel's national digital fiber optic network, to the person they call. They pick up the phone and say hello. Absolutely nothing changes. And then nothing changes about the way our customers receive their bills, because most of our local companies, our GTEs and our Bell companies, they all have one bill, and they get that all, just one bill. Nothing changes for our customers. But the really great thing about this chart is when that is your customer, you are going to get paid. When Excel inserts itself into this equation, you will get paid each and every time one of your customers make a long-distance call, you as the representative. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the ringing of a telephone, it is music to my ears. I absolutely love it. When we first started this business, we had a previous business. My husband would growl when that phone would ring at night. I tell you, it doesn't matter if that phone rings at 1 o'clock in the morning now. He just smiled. It's absolutely great. The ringing of the phone, it's a symphony. What do we offer our customers? Excel has the finest programs available in America today. We have all the same standard services that everyone else has. But when you're an Excel customer and you pick up that phone and you dial 1, the area code and the number, you will automatically receive a 30% off on your calls off of our already discounted rates. And if you're fortunate enough to be calling another Excel customer, you'll receive 50% off of our already discounted rates. And this is wonderful. We have the best programs available in America today. We have a service that's very popular called My 800 that can't be beat. If you ever phone home to get your messages, phone home to say, "Hi, honey, I'm on my way home." If you ever have anyone that phones you collect, we all know what a collect call costs. You need that 800 number. This is a service that we absolutely adore. We use our 800 number constantly. Last year, we traveled all year working our Excel business. We phoned home 3 and 4 times a day to pick up our messages. We love that 800 number, and we love sharing it with everyone. In Excel, when you become a customer, you are automatically enrolled in our travel program called Passport. We have unsurpassed customer incentives. In our book, we have over 5,000 hotels where you receive a 10 to 65% discount. We have car rental discounts. We have ski packages, theme park packages, all kinds of wonderful things in here, just as a thank you for being an Excel customer. And we personally love this because having a year on the road last year, we use this an awfully lot, and we know how valuable of a tool it is. Unsurpassed customer incentives. This is one of our favorite pages, and I know so many of you love this page. When we started our business a couple of years ago in Ocala, Florida, they nicknamed this the No page because these are all the things you never have to do in this business. We have no inventory. We don't stock dial tones. I mean, can you imagine where you would get a dial tone? We let Bell South worry about that. If you have no inventory, you have no delivery. We don't have to take anybody a dial tone or a telephone. It's great. We have no collections. We don't ever have to worry about going to someone and collecting their telephone bill. Their local company does that, or Excel does that for them. It's great. We have no customer risk. Isn't that so important in our society today, that we know that if we're not happy with something, we can always get our money back? Well, in this business, if in 90 days you are not totally happy being an Excel customer, they'll put you right back where you came from, and we love that. No employees. Now, I'm sure a lot of you in here can appreciate that. Not have to worry about FICA, not having to worry about federal withholding, not having to worry about people not showing up for work, no employee headaches. You don't have to worry about that in Excel. And we have no quotas and no products to purchase in order to get paid each month. We have no complicated math or paperwork. Now, I don't know about you guys, I don't enjoy paperwork a lot. In fact, I'm one of these people that you're either a piler or a filer. I'm a piler, and everything gets piled. If I had to worry about our Excel paperwork, we would be in big trouble, wouldn't we? We don't have to worry about that. Excel does the majority of your paperwork for you. No experience necessary. In Excel, we attract people with both sales and non-sales backgrounds. It doesn't matter what your business background was, what your education background was. If you have the desire to do this business, you can do Excel. What you need to ask yourself is, what is my vision? What is your vision for your life? Where do you see yourself 1 year from today? Where do you see yourself 6 months from today? Because if you can see it, if you can dream it, you can do it. You know, Excel is going to the top, and Excel is a vehicle that can take you there. It's up to you to decide if your vision is such that you can go to the top with Excel. What is the vision for your life? The perfect business, don't we believe this to be the perfect business? There are a whole lot of people in here that would say that this is the perfect business, and we said that from day one with Excel. Excel is a national company. Because of that, we can build our business nationally. And because of that, we can gather customers nationally. Now, if your customers are saving 30% and 50% on our Excel Plus 2 and our Premier Plus 2 programs, then of course that they're going to encourage their friends and family to also use the service. So our customers are going to help us gather other customers. And then when we make a phone call, you know, that's a non-conscious buying decision. When we pick up that telephone and dial 1, we certainly don't think about the person who signed us up. You know, of course with us, I think we think about making that long distance call. We love it. But your customers make a non-conscious buying decision, so they are going to continue using our service month after month, year after year. And this means to us long-term residual income. Remember the work you do today, and you get paid for it again and again and again. Now, Excel knows that we need to earn an immediate weekly income while we're building that long-term residual income, and Excel provides all the training to get you started. This is our stairway of success. Now, you can come into Excel as an independent representative for a one-time refundable deposit of $50, and Excel will give you all the basic materials that you need to get your business started. But if you're really serious, we encourage you to become a managing representative and purchase our optional management services program. Your investment for that is $195. This is renewable each year for $180. Now, as a managing representative, you will receive an accelerator kit, just like this one right here. Inside this kit is everything that you need to successfully get your business started. You will be trained by a certified trainer who's paid by Excel. You have all of your downline support, your office support, your monthly newsletters. Again, everything that you need to get your business started successfully. Now, another optional program we have is an area coordinator. Our area coordinators are our trainers. Our trainers are paid $40 each time they train a managing representative. Now, you don't have to be an independent rep to be an area coordinator, and this is an optional position. Your investment to be a trainer is $395. This is renewable each year for $100. Be among the most successful people in helping people, training them to make money. Isn't it fun to train people to make money? I love that. I love that. Now, as you work your way up the ladder as a representative and also as a trainer, each different level involves an additional income to you. Now, I hope by now you can see yourself as an Excel customer. I can't imagine not being an Excel customer. And I hope you can see yourself as a managing representative building your organization. And I also hope that you can see yourself as an area coordinator, a trainer, training people how to make money. Now, what we have talked about is the industry, and we've talked about how Excel fits into that industry and how you fit in, but what do you really want to know? You want to know how you can start making money with this company. And you know, I love this presentation, and I could just keep on going, but because we are a team, I have to share. I have to share, and Ken gets the wonderful pleasure of being able to tell you how you're going to make money with Excel, how so many people can make money with Excel. I have to give it up? Yes, okay. Ken is going to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a tough act to follow. Let's talk about the real reason we're here, to talk about the Excel opportunity. What's in it for you? Can you do it? And what do you do next? It's just really that simple. You know, gathering customers is easy. When you think about how this business works, and when you go out and you share this with people, a chance to go out and give them a license to earn money. Mary, you and I have been friends for a long time, haven't we? And if I came to you and said, Mary, I'm in a business now, I can earn some extra money in the long-distance business, I really need you to help me be my customer. If you'll sign up and try this, I'm going to give you that same high-quality service you're getting now, and I'm going to guarantee I'm going to save you up to 50% of what you're spending, and I'm going to guarantee it in writing. And your satisfaction for 90 days, if for any reason you're unhappy, we'll send you back to the company you came from, and if there's a switch fee, Excel will pay for that. And if you do that for me, Mary, I'm going to give you this membership to Passport Travel. Would you help me be my customer? You know, friends help friends. You all believe that? Family was a little tougher, weren't they? You know, you understand, Ken's been a lot of things. So when I went to my family, they were a little hesitant. But I can tell you, they're all in Excel now. Gathering customers is just really that easy because we all know friends really help friends. But this is the Excel concept. It's just that simple. Obviously, the most important word on this page is customers. Nobody gets paid in Excel except for trainers until a few customers are gathered. But this page is to show you, you come into Excel, you gather a few customers. We don't ask you to go out and gather many customers. We ask you just to gather a few. Then you're going to sponsor someone just like us, a few representatives, who are going to gather a few, who are going to go out and sponsor and help others to do the same, and so on until you have built an organization of customer gatherers. The key here is to show that you're not paid just from your efforts, but the efforts of many. I have a favorite quote I know you all have heard, John Paul Getty. Everybody knows who he is, right? He made the statement years ago, I would rather be paid 1% of the efforts of 100 rather than 100% of my own efforts. And that's the Excel concept. It's that simple. But this is our 7-level compensation program. What's in it for you? Can you make money? You know, think about all the people you know who have long-distance phone bills who would like to save money on. We all know people like that, right? And if they really believe it, you come into Excel, and you're going to start gathering customers. You're going to earn 2% off your residential customers, 5% off the small business and commercial accounts. And think about all those people, and you can earn a percentage of that. And yes, you can make money gathering customers. But if you're real serious, you're going to build an organization of customer gatherers. And there's only 2 things we have to do. When you go out and personally sponsor a representative, when he signs up with 3 personal customers within 60 days, you're going to earn $100. And you go out and do it a second time and a third time, and there's no limit to that. While you're doing that, you're going to go out and you're going to gather 20 personal customers. And that's the maximum you have to get in Excel, is to maintain that 20. We have a little business plan called You and Me and 1, 2, 3. When you have 3 representatives and 20 customers, you're now qualified to receive all the compensation to the 7th level in Excel. Now, there's a lot of numbers on this page and a lot of ways we're paid, but there's only 2 numbers that are really important I want you to remember. The $100 you earn each and every time you sponsor a representative when they come on with 3 customers in 60 days, and then that whopping 5% that you're going to be paid at the 7th level. And let me share with you, that's not all. That's just the beginning. With a simple illustration, I'm going to show you how those 2 numbers work together, that we've been living and can testify the greatest financial opportunity in America today. Remember, in Excel, there's only 2 things we do. We simply gather a few customers, and we go out and sponsor someone like us and help them do the same thing. They're going to go out, and now every time you personally sponsor a representative with the 3 customers within 60 days, you're in that $100, and you're going to teach and help them to go out and do the same. When they personally sponsor a new representative with 3 customers within 60 days, they will earn that $100, and they're going to teach others and help them go out and do the same, and so on, until you have built an organization down 7 levels. Now, at that 7th level, you're going to have a different variety of people on that 7th level. Remember, there's no perfect plan for this, but just imagine where you would like to be on that 7th level. Just imagine if you had one person who came in on your 7th level, one representative that came in on your 7th level, and they went out and they had an average of 5 to 10 customers, and they had an average of phone bill of $25 to $30. If you had 7 customers and they all had an average of $26, you would earn $9.10 a month off that one representative and his customers as long as they maintained that average of $26 a month phone bill. Do you know anybody with only a $26 phone bill? That's not in Florida. You know, maybe that might be a national average, but here in Florida. But your own personal goal, where would you like to be? How many representatives would you need on your 7th level to meet your goals? You know, we can testify, a lot of us in this room, if you work that little formula, I guarantee you, Bill, it'll keep you awake at night, won't it? You watch this thing grow and grow and grow, and it's just really that exciting. But once you've qualified for all 7 levels of our compensation, you simply have to complete a few other requirements, and you promote yourself to senior management rep. I love this. You promote yourself. And we have some other aviation people in here, and this chart, when I saw this and understand that you promote yourself, as airline people, we all had a job, we had a seniority number, right, Mark? You didn't advance, you didn't get promoted, you didn't move up until that number came up. And I had to sit in the right seat for 11 years waiting for the guy next to me either to retire or die. And unfortunately, they were dying at the rate of 4 to 1. So I realized the odds were against me. But, you know, eventually when I got to that position, this is what you do. You promote yourself. This is that first group when you personally sponsored a representative with the 3 customers within 60 days, you earned $100. Complete that few requirements, you promote yourself to senior rep. What happens when you get promoted? More money. What happens when you get promoted? In Miami, I understand they give you a parking spot for a month. In Excel, you promote yourself, and Excel is going to give you a 90% pay raise. When you now go out and personally sponsor a new representative, again with 3 customers within 60 days, you're still going to earn that $100 fast start, but then the company is going to pay you a $90 bonus. And the fun begins, because when that representative, he goes out and sponsors his first representative with 3 customers in 60 days, he then earns that $100. You're going to earn some 5s and 15s down 7 levels, but the company again is going to pay you a $90 bonus. Each and every time someone comes into your senior representative code. Now that's fantastic. That's building. You complete a few requirements. You promote yourself again to regional director. You get promoted. What happens? More money. Now as a regional director, you're going to go out and you personally sponsor a representative with 3 customers in 60 days. You're still going to be paid that 100 fast start. You're now going to receive the 90 plus 50, a total of $240 each and every time you personally sponsor a representative. And remember, Melinda talked about one of those trainers, that area coordinator? If you're one of those, add $40 to all these figures. Somebody has to train them, and if you don't want to train them, I assure you, there's a lot of people in this room that'd be happy to train them for you. But as a regional director now, that first person you sponsored, when they go out and they sponsored their first representative with 3 customers in 60 days, they're going to receive that 100 fast start. You're going to get 5s and 15s, but now you're going to get a monthly bonus of $140 each and every time someone comes into that regional director code. That gets really exciting. Then you get promoted, you do a little more work, you become an executive director. We just found out with that ED, you know what that really means? Endorse and deposit. Executive director, you simply go out again, sponsor somebody with 3 customers within 60 days, and you're now going to earn $265 plus training bonuses, and then that starts to build. To put this together and paint this picture for you, just imagine, you know, we've talked to a lot of people in here tonight that are just coming into Excel. Imagine what happens if you've been in this for a year, right? How many people have been in a year or longer? Boy, that's fantastic. This is not an overnight get-rich program. Let's just imagine that a year has gone by. We're back here in Fort Lauderdale. This group you started last year, what should happen to that group? What should happen to that group? It's going to grow, right? Because you left people back there just like yourself. I left the 3 of my brothers back there, Bob in the back. This is going to continue to grow. They're just like you and I. Then your senior rep code. What's going to happen to that one? Still growing. A lot of this room was in our senior rep code. Some people you're going to meet tonight. This is going to grow. Your RD code, you're working on, you're building that. Remember that little formula we shared with you? Now on the 7th level, if you add this group to this group, and this group, and this group, how many representatives now on the 7th level? Times a few customers, times that average phone bill. That will keep you awake at night. It's that simple. Remember, you always get paid your leadership bonuses, your fast start 5s and 15s, and long distance UCs to the 7th level. In this group, this group, this group, and this group. But when you promote yourself to senior rep, those codes, those leadership bonuses go on indefinitely. There is no bottom limit to that. And that's in your senior rep, your regional director, and executive director. This business is for what you can do with it. And the exciting thing about it, anybody can do this. There's only 2 questions we haven't really covered yet. It's simply, we know what's in it for you. Can you do it? And that's the secret. Mike, could you go out and gather a few customers like us? Could you do that? Could the rest of you do it? Could you go out and find somebody like Tony? Could you go out and find a couple representatives like us to do the same? You bet. Anybody can do this business. And Belinda said, if you have a vision, can you see yourself in a year from now? Where would you like to be? We simply invite you, if you can say yes to those questions, we encourage you, invest in your future. Become a managing representative. Get with the person that brought you tonight or your sponsor. Fill out that application. And if you're real serious about building an organization, become an area coordinator, $395. You control your destiny. And then become your own first customer. Sign up your residents. I encourage you, become your second customer. Sign up for the My 800. Be a product of your product. We think that's very important to share something you've experienced. And then have fun with your sponsor. Working on your fast start plan of action, gathering prospects and customers. They're there to help you and support you. And I think as you understand, Excel is all here to work together with you. And most importantly, attend management representative training. If you've chosen to purchase the optional management representative training program, learn how to do this business. Learn what to say, learn not what to say. It's just very, very simple. I thank you very much for coming out tonight and letting us share this opportunity with you. We believe, personally, that this is the perfect business. And I would like to encourage you, give this a lot of thought. Get with the person that brought you tonight and stay in, and we'll be happy to answer questions for you as long as you'd like tonight. But this is something that's your future. It's often said, and I was sharing with one of the gentlemen here, a former pilot, that, what if you weren't happy with 95, is everybody really thrilled with 95? 96 is your year. 96 is Excel's year. So, plan to what you want to do, plan for the future, take a step in faith. We all know that, and you've heard, Russ Nolan say that if you're not happy with what you're doing, you've got to make a change, right? Because if you keep on doing what you're doing, you're going to keep on getting what you're getting. We thank you very much for being able to share this with you again, and we hope that Excel is great for you, and God bless all of you. Thank you very much.